Hello there and welcome to a Sims 4 tutorial this time. This is the first time I've ever done a proper standalone tutorial, and today it is for light wells, or in other words adding natural light to underground basements and stuff. So I'm just going to do the first basic one that I've been working with lately first. So here I have just a square basement, and then I'm going to add a 1 tile wide extra bit here. And then what I'm going to do is use the cursor, select that room, go up, click the yellow bit and remove ceiling, which then lets natural light into that bit there. Then I'm going to go ahead and put in some windows. Yep, like so. And then as you can see, that's letting all of that lovely natural light into the basement room through the light well. You can obviously use whichever windows you prefer. I'll just use those because it was the first one that I grabbed. But now I'm going to show you just a way that I have been decorating them lately in my own builds, because I've been doing a lot of basement rooms in my playthroughs at the minute, because I'm playing with vampires and magic characters, so I need some like out of the way space. But I also want to have natural light in the sorcerer's basement, so I'm using light wells. So my favourite thing to use here is this like overhang wooden lattice thing. But as you can see, you have a problem trying to actually get it to fit on top without using the move objects cheat. So open the cheat thing and type in bb move objects, and then you can place it either in line with the ground or just above the ground. I kind of prefer to have it just above the ground, because then I can kind of make a decorative feature out of it. But then I always have to like use the top-down view just to make sure that they are aligned with the hole, because sometimes they can sort of leave a little bit of it exposed. So then you can see I've got that over there, and the natural light is still coming in, so it doesn't affect the levels of natural light when you're decorating it over the top. It just makes it a little bit more decorative, and I guess safer, because it means you know, I mean, if this is real life, you're not going to fall down the hole now because there's a big wooden lattice frame in the way. I like to finish it off with just that short wall, and then if I zoom all the way back, you can see it's just kind of like having a massive grating on the floor. Okay, so that is my first Lightwell version. I'm just going to show you another version now that you can use for above ground homes and basements, or a combination of both. So I'm just going to do a matching square up here, and then I'm going to do like an internal column. And then I'm gonna do the remove ceiling trick on this too, and then I'm gonna select that and I'm gonna copy it to the floor below in the basement underneath. There we go. And then you can't do the remove ceiling on this one because it kind of just gives you the build ceiling option. So you're gonna go to your sledgehammer and just delete that floor. This means that then you've got a sort of a shaft going all the way down the middle of your building, so it's kind of like a hollow pit in the middle of your building, but it does let natural light all the way down to the basement level. And this could go to I've tried it to the second level of basement and it works, so I assume it would work for everybody actually. So once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and pop in your window of choice. I like these ones because it means you can like do a light well of any size and it doesn't look weird, because sometimes I first use those like the 2 tile wide versions of those modern windows, and it kind of limited me to having things that were in like tiles of 2, but with these single tile ones I can just do whatever size and shape I like. So yeah, I'm going to also go ahead and put these on the ground floor just to show you that it also does work on above ground. And obviously it's a stronger light above ground, but that's just because it's closer to the sunlight. So then you have this hole at the top. Now I'm just going to show you you might want to also add these awning things up here just for decorative purposes or whatever, and it's fine doing it to the edge like this, but then when you come to try and do the one in the middle, it always tries to like snap to like the walls. So even if you've got BB move objects on, so what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna fill that back in for a second just to turn it into like another flat roof, and then I'm gonna pop on my awnings like so, and then once I've aligned those as I'm happy, I can then use the sledgehammer tool through the gap in the awnings, which then recreates the light well. I just need to put the windows back in upstairs because in a bit that I cut out I took those out just to I was just trying to demonstrate that it doesn't even help if you take the windows out, but then I realised that is a useless part of this video, so I just got that bit out. So yeah, then you can see that you have a light well that goes all the way from the ground floor, and the ground floor is flooded with light, and then it also works in the basement. As you can see there, I've taken out the windows from the other light well so that it doesn't like contaminate what I'm trying to show you. And then what you could do with things like this is you could like fill them with plants or just like bushes, trees. In fact, if you get a long tall tree, you could even put that into the light well. I think this is particularly effective with like the bamboo and things like that, because it kind of creates nice like foliage views on the ground floor or the top floor, depending on, you know, how tall your trees are. As you can see there, it goes all the way through there and pops out the top, which looks kind of funny, but it proves my point. And yeah, it's kind of nice to add something there that's, you know, it's a little bit more like letting nature and natural light into the ground floors. Okay, so the third and final version of a light well, or letting natural light into a basement level, which I have seen a lot of people use anyway, but I thought I might as well include it in this video just to be thorough, is to put windows between a basement level and a pool. So all you do is build a pool next to a basement and pop in those windows. So that then you get a lovely watching the seals at the zoo kind of vibe when you're watching your sim family swimming in the pool. But yeah, as you can see, it lets in a lot of natural light. You could also change the swimming pool into like a giant aquarium. I've included a link in the description to Everson's tutorial on doing that, which I have included in my underground family home, which I've also included a link in the description for. So yeah, I hope this is a helpful video. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up, and if you like this kind of content or you like Sims things, please consider subscribing. Every subscriber is very much appreciated. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!